G'day, it's Ninja here. I want to talk to you about something that's pretty common. You might relate to this. You know when you twinge your back lifting something? So what do? That's the question I'm posing to you. So what I do is I start exploring it, start moving, because I notice I'm really protecting myself. I'm walking around quite stiff right through my lower back. I kind of caught myself doing a deadlift. It was like a less than 1% kind of twing, but I kind of have this awareness that I shouldn't continue with the rest of the deadlift workout. We were doing 1 rep max night. So I kind of had that awareness. I probably wouldn't have pulled out in the past, but I did, and I just did pull up quite tender, and like I feel like all the muscles around the bottom of the spine have locked right up. So what I'm doing is I'm just exploring with movement. I can kind of do things like this that kind of just give me little tests just to kind of get some awareness about how I'm moving and where the pain exactly is. And then I start treating myself. So I'm just doing some movements like this, and just start to explore it. So the reason we're doing this as well is because we've got a video series, an online course called Fix It Yourself. So I'm gonna do a mini version of that, just exploring, pushing in, and like it's a really valuable resource that you might want to buy for yourself or for a friend. It's really cheap, and it just sort of takes you right through the anatomy, the function, and then how to gradually work into different spots on yourself. And you don't need expensive massage tools either. We use rolling pins, broomsticks, old bits of pipe, things like that kind of enable you to get into different spots and work it effectively yourself. So what I'm doing here, just using my hands, just working into the different spots where I kind of notice there's a bit of tightness, and like getting more awareness by just pushing into things, holding things, and then just sort of waiting for that initial sting, that burning feeling to go, and just sort of feeling where the muscles are really taut, things like that as well. And so the next thing I can progress to is using some tools to just try and loosen things up a little bit. So I've got just an old chair leg, that's a leg off a chair, and a massage lacrosse ball, one of our MMT ones. So you can start to explore like this. So you might lie on the floor and just use the round bit there to kind of work into things. So I can lie down, so use my own body weight just to roll around a little bit on a tool like that, and kind of using the shape of that tool to get into different spots. So when I'm lying on this here, I can really get a distinct feeling that, it's therapeutic and good. And you can really get a sense of, what my body needs in this very moment. So it's getting a really current assessment of how it's feeling. I don't know if you can get that, Leo. So the massage ball is very similar. So you can kind of lie down onto things and just work that ball into the area that you know is kind of traumatized because the bit of strain and stress that went through it, and my body wasn't up for it on the night. So I kind of really work into that, so I can really feel that working, and it feels relieving as I'm going as well. So it's like magic, and a lot of people don't realize that you can work on yourself, and you can use your own intuition, and you can deliver what is right for you right in that very moment. So I'm just going to progress to a broomstick. So this is all in our course as well. So you can kind of get your broomstick into a corner of a room, and then you can kind of, soften it and work into these different spots. So I know already that I'm actually really calming this area down, and I'm hitting the spots that my body really needs. I'm just going to adjust that and just work right into our money spot. You know, money spot if you've kind of watched other videos, but this is how you can get into it yourself. So I'm pushing down on the stick and then leaning back, trying to soften the area, and then working right into the spots that I need to be calmed down. And just having patience, using my own intuition, and yeah, just waiting on that till they melt, and yeah, it feels better. But failing that, I've got the cameraman here. He's going to help me out too. So I'm going to work with Leo, and he's going to do some stuff on my back, and we'll work together to yeah, see if we can calm things down. So just lying on here.
What's up, guys?
So yeah, just right down in here, mate. That's
Okay.
where I'm feeling it.
Yep,
So if you can just sort of push onto these spots, hold them. You can push on my, oh yeah, right into there, man.
Okay.
You can push onto the sacrum, you know, that kind of stuff, or just work right into these spots.
All right, tell us when.
Yeah, that's right into it there, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you do have access to a practitioner, we've got people all around the world now. So we're developing a directory, people that have done our online course and have done workshops in person with us. Yeah, we're getting this work out into the world. So yeah, so anybody out there watching this, you don't, just because you live in a different country or, you know, in the outback or wherever you live, doesn't mean that you can't get effective deep tissue work done. Like, yeah, we're trying to get practitioners all around the world that kind of follow our philosophy and kind of have that certainty that the body can heal itself when it's given the right conditions. But also, yeah, the Fix It Yourself series, we think is every household should have one, have access to the videos, because you can, yeah, kind of heal yourself or fix yourself or facilitate your own healing with, yeah, good direction and knowledge, and yeah, just giving yourself that permission to explore things yourself. So yeah, you can be totally surprised at what you can achieve. Yeah, that's good in there, man.
Yeah,
You're doing well. Exploring. Yeah, having fun. Leo loves the work. He sort of knows this work inside out. He's been through our whole training program and was a practitioner, and then has filmed hundreds of videos of us working on things. And you've got this analytical mind, haven't you, man? You kind of know the angles and the body positions and that, because you've been a student, you know, in so many aspects.
Yeah, no,
respect.
I do learn through watching videos, so
yeah,
the more I can absorb, I can really get a lot out of from it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I can still learn, you know, every week how to, you know, fix everyone's kind of spots they have. If it's like right in this kind of, you know, money spot corner, or just everywhere in the body, I'm still absorbing. So
yeah,
getting some good stuff here.
Yeah, mirror neurons.
Yep.
Are working. So we all learn in different ways, and yeah, that's the beauty of the virtual world. You can get schooled, educated by for free so much of the time too. But if you do want to take things to a deeper level, you can kind of, you know, watch videos that are more designed for learning, and or kind of do in-person stuff. So yeah, but this gives you a taste, sample of you know, what's possible, the method, the philosophy, and things like that. So if you want to go beyond bodywork, is a little phrase that Leo's coined. Beyond bodywork. I think that's got it's got a good ring to it. What do you reckon?
It does.
Yeah. Beyond bodywork is quite cool. I reckon, man, if you could do some work on my sacrum, you know, just with your palm, and just sort of try and mobilise a little bit, I reckon that might be good too, man. Just,
right in that middle, or the
SI? Just on the side, just SI, there.
Okay,
I can feel like the SIJ needs a little bit of a push, so you just hold it, don't move for a start, so that my body can accept and receive without kind of, being irritated.
That's right, yep.
And then you can kind of start to mobilise by changing angles and things like that. But you can kind of see, even though I've got a fresh thing going on, like Leo can treat me with quite some heavy pressure.
Heavy pressure, yeah.
Yeah, but it feels good, like just have somebody solidly holding
space for me, and encouraging the tissues to melt. So and like, you're not going to find that out until you start to explore, and that's why we really, talk about the sinking in, being slow, so we can kind of not overstep the mark. If things are really irritated and are kind of, there's a little hair trigger there that it's going to set things off. So we don't want to go beyond where the boundaries are too soon. So it's really important to ease into things, and then, because you can always go deeper, but you can't, once you've gone deep early, you can't kind of retract that back.
Yeah.
So that's important. And I suppose Leo kind of knew from just observing me do a bit of self-treatment that I was getting in there deep. I was lying right into it. So there was information was already there that that my body would respond well to some deep work.
How's this side going?
Yeah, good, man. You can kind of feel a good ache in there.
Yep.
So yeah, it feels good. And sort of with a bit of treatment, then you can kind of test and move and kind of let the body and mind communicate as to that it's okay. You don't need to lock up and protect necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
But if there is something there that still needs to heal and needs protection, your body has that's the smarts to kind of protect it, but perhaps not at the same level as it was protecting before. It might have been too guarded.
Yep.
Yeah, and the sink out, see how slowly he's doing that? It's pretty magical to receive that, because a lot of times, like, people will kind of push in and it'll be feeling all right, then they'll come out quickly, and that rebound is what triggers everything off, and pain can kind of be perhaps worse. Treatment can make things worse. Yep. So we don't want to have that kind of situation where treatment is making things worse. We want to be productive and in alignment with what the body needs in that particular point in time. So,
and that's with your tools as well, with the sharp tools, broad tools. You just want to ease out, I guess, and just let the blood come back in and let it kind of breathe.
Yeah. We love observing when you come out of a stroke slowly. You breathe into it, and there's an inspiration, breathing in, and then the body can integrate, kind of gets a bit of feedback as to what's going on. Want to do a bit more?
Yeah. Let's do the other side.
Yeah, if you want to do a bit under.
Yep.
Maybe we can do a bit closer up.
Yeah, okay.
What do you reckon?
Yep.
Pull that. Maybe you can come around there, you can come in a bit closer.
Yeah. Okay, ready?
Work on the hop. Yeah, that's a good shot.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
I can still do the same side, yeah?
Yeah, if you want to do some same side money spot, you can do your thumbs into it. You remember those side?
Yep.
Maybe do some broader stuff first. Yeah, just loving that.
Yeah.
Just what my body needs right now. Just some
good.
pressure in there. See how the erectors are real kind of ropey?
They are, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but right in close to the spine, those little, in there. Those little muscles are probably locked up. Rotatores, I think they're called, a multifidus. But all the erectors as well, the fascia down there that kind of, starts off real thick, and there's layers and layers of this ropey, no, not ropey, but rubber. And it goes right up to the lats, and can the erectors go right up into ribs, right up into the upper thoracic as well. So that it sort of can start down here, and that can affect up the body as well. So
I'm just doing broad thumb being just the whole kind of flat thumb, just right there.
Yeah, feels good. And what I'm sensing, man, if I can give you a little
Yeah.
bit of direction, is if you keep your hand there,
Yep.
if you go over that and then try
come
and get in
down.
right next to there.
Sure, yep.
Yeah, so you kind of just stay on there and then you kind of be able to
There.
slip down off that spinous process. Yeah, right in there.
Yep. There.
Yeah, in there, yeah. Fuck. As soon as you went on that, there was like this therapeutic sensation just registered in my head, cha-ching.
Yep.
And I knew that was a really important spot for me. So maybe just sort of try and hold it
Yep.
and work into it, and then kind of get acceptance from me. Like, you're encouraging me to kind of relax, but you need to kind of get in there tactfully, and then you can start shifting angles and moving around. Yeah, get in there for a start, and don't be too busy.
No.
Just sort of just hold it, hold space, sort of exude that confident, touch, body language, and then you can start to work that crevice, like you're working some gunk that's stuck into a corner if you're cleaning. Yeah, that's it. See, that little bit of patience, sort of, it's only 10 seconds or 20 seconds sometimes, but that's what all the difference is. If you're just you're chipping in and you're busy, that kind of doesn't allow me to kind of settle and fully allow you in.
Yep.
So you sort of just a tweak to your method can mean that your results are very, very different.
My thumb's redlining.
Yeah.
Trying to see what happens.
Mate, that's totally different.
Yeah, you want to zoom in on that. So because I wasn't too busy, I just kind of sat on it. This is like the nicest kind of Indian I've done in a while.
I can just.
Look at that.
I'm moving really smoothly now, whereas that wasn't even moving before. It was there was just this little pain signal inside my back, right on the bone.
Yep.
And we just loosened that up. So it just feels like it's totally different. And and I'm sure that even I can do that kind of thing.
Yes.
Do my cobras where I couldn't do that before because I didn't want to compress. The muscles in there were so tight.
Yeah.
And totally different experience right now. To like my posture, I was kind of out like this. I was protected, and now I can kind of I can just move and I feel totally different. So it just shows you what a little bit of work can do. You've strained your back, garden, picking up a kid or whatever it might be. So he's handed me one of these. So it's just an old chair leg at home. Could be the thing that gets you across the line. Or working closely with someone. Don't be scared to tell them, guide them into the different spots where you feel are really important. But you can have a go at this sort of stuff yourself. And I really recommend that you get the Fix It Yourself series. There's 28 videos. I think there's some sample ones you can watch before you even buy it. But I reckon if you know somebody's in pain, they don't have access to MMT. Don't live near somebody in the directory as well. Get the Fix It Yourself and get it done.